Even if you're not a big fan of broccoli, you're gonna like this one. Today we're making broccoli salad. Let's prep. Chop the entire head of broccoli to small pieces, including the stem. Mix the dressing and let it soak. Cranberries, lemon zest, lemon juice, salt, and olive oil. Slice the apple and chop the roasted cashews. Let's put it all together. Pour the dressing and mix well. Make it pretty, of course. Spread the cashews and more cranberries. Broccoli never tasted that good. I live in my kitchen, but you don't have to.
Okay, so let me show you guys how to make the best garlic parmesan fries you have ever had in your entire life. Like, I literally guarantee it. So what you're gonna do is start off by taking 2 gold potatoes and adding in salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Okay, and then you're gonna shake up the fries and then put them in the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And then into a separate bowl, you're gonna melt a little bit of butter and then add in some parmesan and a little bit of garlic and mix everything up together and then pop it over your fries about 5 minutes before they're done. This will make sure that the garlic doesn't burn, but it still gets cooked and adds a lot of flavor to your fries. And that's basically it, you guys.
Chef Ramsay, you've absolutely roasted me on the past couple steak cakes, but today's the big day. Happy birthday. I got something up my sleeve I know you're gonna love. Ribeye strip filet. This is Wellington number 7 for Chef Gordon, and this time I can't afford a mistake. Go in on those mushrooms and assemble. Puff pastry, prosciutto, mushrooms, egg yolk, mustard for a kick, and wrap up your presents. Pretend you're Gordon Ramsay, and here we go. Wellington steak cake, but we're just getting started. I give you donut crazy. After being called a donut so many times, I had to turn the tables. This is the birthday Wellington steak cake. No birthday is complete without your favorite beer. And this time, no gray meat here. Happy birthday, Gordon. Wishing you a happy and healthy year ahead.
Let's make mashed potatoes. Some people make them creamy, but this is a rustic recipe. We like the lumps here. Wash potatoes. Russet or Yukon Gold. Peel. Chop. Into thick chunks. Pot of cold water. Add the taters. Got a bigger one. Add to heat. Salt the water generously. We're boiling until fork tender. Strain. Back in the pot. Steamy. Not the most advanced technique. We're going with the potato masher. Get your anger out. You can leave it a bit chunky. 6 tablespoons butter. 1 cup milk. Gently warm. Add to potatoes. Mix it all together. Salt, of course. Little pepper. 2 cloves crushed garlic. Grandma's secret ingredient is a dollop of sour cream. Rustic mashed potatoes. So creamy and fluffy, but they also have good texture. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram.
Okay, I found this recipe years ago when Lee had mouth surgery and could only eat soft things but was tired of eating mashed potatoes. Sorry, I don't remember who shared it originally, but I'm going to show you how to make it because we love it and it's super easy and simple. Preheat your oven to 425. You need a small baking dish. I use a 6x9 Pyrex. 1 cup of long grain rice. Bam. 1 can of beef broth. Ta-da! 1 can of French onion soup. Don't worry if you don't like French onion soup. It really doesn't taste like French onion soup. Next, an entire stick of butter. I never said it was healthy. Didn't realize I was out of stick butter, but I've been making it a long time, so no big deal for me. 8 individual slices should look like that. Wrap it up tight with tin foil and put it in the oven for 30 minutes. After the first 30 minutes, take it out, take the tin foil off, put it back in for 30 minutes more. I know it looks weird right now, but don't worry. Put it back in, 30 minutes more, no tin foil. And voila! So
today we're making homemade Butterfinger ice cream. Add 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Whisk this until it forms stiff peaks. And you know it's formed stiff peaks when you can hold it over your head and nothing comes out. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, 1 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Fold all this together. Open up each package one by one and let all those chunks fall out in there. And once they're all in there, you just mix this through, freezer safe dish, and pour our ice cream right on in there. And I just want to sprinkle it on the top. So now just take some plastic wrap, cover it, press it all the way down into the ice cream, put our lid on, and put it in the freezer for 4 to 6 hours. It's best if you leave it overnight. So now I've let my ice cream in the freezer overnight. Let's open it up Scoop out some ice cream. Time for a taste test with, of course, our tiny spoon. This is amazing.
We all love sesame chicken, orange chicken, but have you ever had garlic ginger chicken? I'm gonna show you how to do that today. We're gonna start out with some oil, going with a bit of butter, melt that down, then you're gonna mince up some garlic and some ginger, cook that down a tiny bit, and then you're gonna add a touch of sesame oil and some soy sauce. Mix that up, then you're gonna go in with a bit of sriracha to add some heat, go in with some honey to offset that heat and add a touch of sweetness. Mix that up, cook the sauce down until it looks like this. Then you're gonna add some of that fried chicken that we made in our previous video. Go watch that to learn how to make these. Drop them in there, coat them up, mix them all up, make sure everything is coated well and evenly. Serve this up with some sesame seeds on top, throw them on a bowl of rice or whatever you want to do. These things are fire, so much better than takeout. Make these yourself. Let's go.
This copycat Din Tai Fung was so good it actually made my niece cry. For the chili oil, heat up some oil, then in a heat-proof bowl add minced garlic, ginger, sliced green onions, dried red pepper flakes, dried Szechuan peppers, sugar, salt, and red pepper paste. Mix, then add the piping hot oil and let that sit for a bit so the flavor and color deepen. For a filling, I'm using ground chicken thigh, more minced garlic, ginger, chives, green onion, amongst some other things I'll list on the screen. Normally some pork fat is added to make it juicy, but I can't have pork, so I'm adding chicken broth instead. Now that the chili oil sat for a bit, it should have a deep red color. Fold your wontons or dumplings. You can make either one. This time I just decided to make both. Just be sure that you add some water around the edges and it'll act as a glue. This is a very detailed recipe that doesn't fit on here, so I have the full thing, including how to fold the dumplings, on my Instagram highlights as well. Then I steamed some and crisped some up in a skillet, and I also made the spicy cucumbers on the side, which is also in my highlights. Enjoy!
Is it just me, or have bell peppers taken over TikTok? I love bell peppers, so I'm here for this, but obviously I'm gonna have to do my own take on it. I'm stuffing my bell peppers with Italian beef, red sauce, hot peppers, provolone, and some Italian seasoning. If you can't find hot peppers by you can find them on Amazon, and there's a link for them in my bio. I threw these in the oven at 250 for about 30 minutes, and they were so good. If you want to see more easy recipes like this, be sure to hit that follow button.
Alright guys, so today we're gonna be turning Mr. Krabs into a gourmet dish. That's right, we're taking that cheapskate mother fudger and turn him into a goddamn $150 plate. Anyway, break them up, break them open, butter up a pan, throw them in there. He's already cooked, but warming them up a bit. Some garlic, some white wine. I drink red, but white is fine for cooking. Add a little bit of lemon, not too much. Now baste them up. Got some real nice flavors in there. It's gonna make for a real tasty dish. Now plate them up. I mean, Mr. Krabs never looked so good. Am I right? Let me tell you about it. Some melted butter and boom.
Okay guys, I just want to share with you this cabbage dumpling recipe because it's like the best thing that I've ever had since I've been on keto. So you just boil your cabbage in a pot, and then you're going to add your pork mince, spring onion, garlic, and then all your dry spices. I'll put those up, and then you're just going to mix them around with your hand. You don't have to use your hand. I just like using my hand. Lay out your cooked cabbage leaf and put your filling in, and you're just going to roll that out into a dumpling. Even if you're not doing low carb or keto diet, you can still try them. They're just like the best until they're all looking like this. Oh my god, that one looks like a spring roll. This is my first time making them, so don't at me. And then you just put them all into your steamer and cook them for 10 to 12 minutes until they're looking like that. You can eat them like that, but I like pan frying mine in olive oil, so I'm just going to fry mine for a couple of minutes on each side till they're looking like this. And they are ready. So they only took me like 20 minutes. I'm probably going to eat these every day. And yeah, I just had to put these on. They are the best. I like mine with sweet chili sauce and soy sauce. Try.
Let's make some triple fudge red velvet cheesecake brownies. All you need is Duncan Hines perfectly moist red velvet cake. You also need Gardelli's triple fudge brownie mix with chocolate chips and fudge sauce. Mix some cream cheese with some vanilla. Spray your pan. Layer your brownies. Add your cake. Top it with your cream cheese. Swirl everything and bake it, and that's it.
How to have a girls' night. We're making a pizza thingy. Tomato sauce, tomato paste, and mix. Garlic powder, oregano, and a lot of basil. Mix it again. Then we're going to get crescent rolls, and we're going to start to form them into a shape like this, kind of like a star. Don't worry about it being too perfect. Either way, it's going to be delicious. Now add your pizza sauce into the inner parts of it. Add your shredded cheese. We're using mozzarella. Canadian bacon for us, but really you could top it with whatever you want, and lots of pepperoni. Now we're just going to fold in the tips of our crescent rolls just like this. Pinterest really has the greatest ideas. And then we're going to throw on some butter on the top because who doesn't like some extra butter? A little bit of oregano in the oven, 375. Just follow the instructions and voila.
Okay, so the next time you or one of your friends says you don't have enough time for breakfast, I want you guys to watch this video, okay? I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make my favorite breakfast sandwich in 5 minutes. It's inspired by my local coffee shop, and they do this like on a bagel, actually. It's like a egg and cheese with pesto bagel, so I just make it at home now. And basically all you have to do is scramble up your little eggs like this, and then toast your bread with the mozzarella in a toaster oven, pop your scrambled eggs on top, add a little salt and pepper, some sun-dried tomatoes, some pesto, and that's basically.
All right, so today we're making a tri-tip. Sous vide tri-tip. Now let's go! Rosemary salt, if you know, you know. And most of you do. Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty. Do that on both sides and really just dip it around everywhere. Now bag it up with some rosemary, unsalted butter, and crushed garlic. Just seal it up. Now into the bath it goes at 130 degrees for an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, now this next part is super important. To find out what it is, go to the link in my bio and click it and watch my latest YouTube video. You know I
I work at Starbucks, and one of my favorite things that we have is our Bantam bagels, so I thought that I would make them at home. First, you're going to take a block of cream cheese and crumbled bacon and mix that together. Then you're going to take a biscuit and split it into two and spoon your cream cheese mixture into the center of it. Then you're going to pick it up and roll your biscuit into a small little ball. And you can go ahead and just watch how I did that here. This is usually the point where I would turn my oven on to 350 and get it started to preheat, because we're going to put these in the oven and cook them for about 11 to 12 minutes. This is probably my favorite recipe that I've made so far, so if you guys try it.
15-minute dinner for 15 days. 2 cups of pancake mix, add 1 can of cold sparkling water, mix together. Cut up 4 stalks of green onion, white parts of the green onion in half. Seafood you want, I'm using shrimp and calamari today. Onion in the pancake mix, mix up some red chili, but make sure to remove the seeds. The red chilies together, heat up to medium hot, drizzle in some oil. Hot, add in your batter, set for around 30 seconds. Then the seafood, the edges become crispy and start seeing holes in the middle. Flip your pancake, stick your pancake in, let it cook for another 1 to 2 minutes. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of sesame seeds. Sesame oil together.
Now look at